Hello and welcome back to Khelo Dimaag say presented to you by Dream 11. I had a wonderful time picking teams, fantasy teams during the IPL. Got rewarded with a lot of points, and hopefully some of my ideas and some of my teams also helped you to fetch a lot of points in the fantasy segment. And now here we are after the IPL has come to an end in the UAE. It gives us a great precursor going into the World Cup about what sort of teams we must be picking up. This contest between South Africa and Australia is going to take place at Abu Dhabi. So we're going to look at the conditions and look at the teams, right? When we look at the conditions, Abu Dhabi in the night and day has been slightly different. A lot of people tend to believe the wicket is slower during the day, which is kind of true. But Abu Dhabi has been a better batting surface than Sharjah. Dubai has also been a better batting surface than Sharjah. So this game is going to happen at Abu Dhabi. I don't expect a huge scoring game. A score in between of 155 to 165 is what I expect from this game, where Australia and South Africa are playing. And the other thing that we have to take into consideration is the fact that some of these players on either sides have been a part of the IPL that's happened in the UAE. And some of those players that have not been here in the UAE for long enough might take a little bit more time to adapt to the ground conditions, wind, especially at Abu Dhabi. The wind factor is massive. Hitting the ball towards the dressing room is with the wind, and batsmen tend to go that way. If you go against the wind, you can tend to get caught, and it's one of those beautiful batting pitches which I think teams will look to exploit, but carefully so, not like in a day game, not like in a day and night game where the dew comes in and stuff like that. So I'm pretty keen. With South Africa, Quinton de Kock has been here even in this IPL with Mumbai Indians. So has Aiden Markram with Kings 11 Punjab. Steven Smith was here with us at the Delhi Capitals. Warner was here with the SRH, didn't get game time. Has had a bit of an issue with the two practice games, which I don't think counts for much. And we also have players like Stoinis, who's played here, Rabada, Andrik Nortje, who all will have a slight edge over some of the other players who might take that wee bit longer, I think. But I mean, the World Cup's a long tournament. Each team gets 5 to 6 games before they qualify for the top 4. So there is time. But this particular game, Australia and South Africa, the team that wins will get an edge trying to qualify for the semi-finals. So how does my team look? All those people who are here and have already adapted are a part of my team. So I'll start with the bowlers. My teammates from Delhi Capitals, Andrik Nortje and Kagiso Rabada, are there in my team. Who are the other two bowlers? I've got 4 bowlers. The other 2 bowlers are clearly Australians, and one of them is Mitchell Starc, will be bowling at the death, has a gun Yorker. Whatever we might talk about Mitchell Starc when it comes to Test cricket over the last 1 year or so, has he played enough cricket? I still think he will take that new ball and will, even if he doesn't get wickets up front, which he perfectly can, if it doesn't swing, he will come at the back and bowl those wonderful Yorkers at a South African lower middle order, which is not ideally very explosive. So Mitchell Starc is there, and so is Kane Richardson. A lot of you might think, why is Kane Richardson there ahead of maybe Pat Cummins or Hazelwood? I personally think Kane Richardson has been one of Australia's best T20 bowlers. He's done very well in the Big Bash, has been a go-to man. Even at RCB, Kane Richardson was picked to do a job at the death. Unfortunately, he did pull out of the competition. So we'll have to wait and see. In case Kane Richardson doesn't play, then I might just be tempted to pick the fast bowler who comes in, which could be Hazelwood or Pat Cummins. So that is one slot. As of now, I picked Kane Richardson. But if Kane Richardson isn't there, then I would like to swap him with one of the other fast bowlers. Why have I gone with 4 fast bowlers? Because the surface has been slow, but the spinners haven't taken bucket loads of wickets. Usually the spinners get a wicket, or they bowl economically, or if you're a good spinner, you tend to bowl under 6, 7 runs and over in that ground. Otherwise, you can go the journey a little bit. Even Tabraiz Shamsi, who is the number 1 ranked T20 bowler, which most people might pick, is someone that I have left out for the very reason he played for Rajasthan Royals against the Delhi Capitals at Abu Dhabi, bowled 4 overs, went for 28 runs, and it is a good performance, but it's not going to fetch a lot of points because the step hits are something the spinners will try to avoid, and the wickets generally have been good against spin. It is not spun or broken or anything. So those are my 4 bowlers. I've gone with 2 all-rounders because I left out spin in the bowling department. I've caught up with some spin in the spin department, which is Ashton, Agar and Mitchell Marsh. Ashton Agar is someone that I think will come in handy through the middle order of South Africa. Left arm spinner, yes, Adam Zampa is a tempting option, but I have to go with Adam Zampa if he is a bowler. But in case Kane Richardson doesn't play, then I might look at Adam Zampa as a replacement for Kane Richardson. So that is that. And the reason I'm picking Mitchell Marsh ahead of Marcus Stoinis is because Mitchell Marsh has been used at the top of the order as an enforcer inside the power play if Australia lose an early wicket. So he might come in at number 3, might bowl a couple of overs. So Mitchell Marsh is there, and so is Ashton Agar. And Ashton Agar get us a couple of catches because he fields at long on and probably deep mid wicket as well. So that's with my all-rounders and bowlers. So who's my keeper? A keeper is an undisputed choice. Matthew Wade bats way too lower down the order, so I'm going with Quinton de Kock, and Quinton de Kock will be my captain. He's adapted to the UAE conditions. I expect him to make runs. Abu Dhabi was the home ground for Mumbai Indians, so Quinton de Kock is going to be my captain. I'm picking his opening partner, Aiden Markram, who might bowl an over or two of spin as well against David Warner, especially in the power play. So Aiden Markram is also played for Kings 11 Punjab, so that's a straightforward pick. I think most people will do that. I'm picking David Warner. You can't leave David Warner out. He will make those runs. I'm expecting him to come good. I'm not picking Aaron Finch. Instead, I'm going with Rassie van der Dussen from South Africa. He got 100 against Pakistan, so I'm expecting most of the fantasy players to pick Rassie van der Dussen, and I don't think he will be. I don't think he is someone we want to miss out, especially on form. And I'm also going with Steven Smith. So the choice for me came down between Steven Smith. Again, I was wondering if I should go for maybe Aaron Finch, but then Steven Smith has been in UAE and has been making those 40s and 50s, got runs against India in the practice game as well. So Steven Smith is a straightforward choice. I think that's my team. My team is Quinton de Kock, the keeper, and captain for me, David Warner, Steven Smith, Aiden Markram, and Rassie van der Dussen form my batters. My all-rounders are Mitchell Marsh and Ashton Agar. Like I already said, if Mitchell Marsh or Ashton Agar don't play, then I will probably replace them with Stoinis. And I'm very sure Mitchell Marsh and Ashton Agar will play. In case Ashton Agar doesn't play, then we can always swap it around, but it's a good choice to make. I'm expecting Australia to play 2 spinners because it's a day game. You can ask me why you're leaving Maxwell out. So the reason I'm leaving Maxwell out is because of the big outfield and South Africa's quick bowlers, which is Andre Nortje and Kagiso Rabada. And I don't expect a lot of spin from South Africa either. So if Ashton Agar doesn't play, then Glenn Maxwell is a straight swap as far as I'm concerned. And then my 4 bowlers, like I said, are Kagiso Rabada, Kane Richardson, Mitchell Starc, and Andre Nortje. In case Kane Richardson doesn't play, I will replace him with Adam Zampa. And I'm also making Andre Nortje my vice captain for the day. So that's my fantasy team. I'm sure there will be a few difference of opinions, but use that with the conditions and the team that I've made and try and make sure you get a lot of fantasy points. Go well. Good luck.